for me to make a comment about the shelf life of ideologies can kind of emasculate you, and I want to make this point without like saying I'm threatening to even things out. I'm gonna make right, and by doing what, like, so. I just want to implore that there is hidden dangers out there. So like, if you're in a knowledge that allows you to not be complacent about something, it's not important to emasculate or push those ideas on people who may even already know, and they want you to explain it to them to just so that you can make yourself dismissible, because it looks like retarded to explain something to someone who already knows. So I wanted to make a correlation and point out a danger. There's something similar between those feminists and the manosphere that is materialistic. So there's a materialistic manosphere, and there's feminists, and they have something in common. And this is very dangerous. And I'm not going to explain it to them. I'm just talking about it on my channel. So, you know how there seems to be this, like, the feminists will, like, counsel women on being strong, independent, almost like they're encouraging them to break up families. Well, the materialistic manosphere will tell you to, that if you allow yourself to be used by a woman, that you're a simp. So, and that includes raising other people's children. There was this guy, I couldn't believe him. Like, he was on a whole material basis, and they weren't on the same wavelength when they were debating. Because people called, or maybe they consider that Andrew Wilson is a manosphere. Like, that is a very dangerous assumption. Because if you think about what if this Gary guy was talking about, like, you need to not raise anybody else's kids and never fuck with any woman who's been, as he says, ran through. Then he has this mail order bride that he says came from a country where the women have loyalty because, as he said, they fucking do honor killings. So he thinks that American women are through, they're trash, they're hoes. They can't wait to downgrade them, denigrate them, talk trash about them, scold them, slut shame, everything. He can't wait to just jump on that, right? But the thing that you like about the country where you got your women from is that they do practice honor killings, bro. Then he said, something like, you're not a man, you're a simp because you raised somebody else's children from a different relationship, and that must mean that she didn't have no virtue because she was ran through. Like, you can have virtue and exit a relationship if the issue or the problem was that the partner didn't have the integrity you needed. He wasn't doing, or she wasn't doing what they needed to do, or in this case, he wasn't the man that she agreed to marry. It's like, or something he was doing, he stopped doing, or they weren't, their itinerary didn't match up anymore. So they had a different focus. So they broke up. That is not being a slut. And is anybody considered, like, what the children, if the children is there, the stability of the family is important to them. So listening to Gary talk about she's ran through, trying to break up that family, or feminists talking about, oh, you should be independent and you don't need no man. Like, this is, it's like, well, those people don't put themselves in the place of children. They can't even put themselves in the place of children. So I don't want to say that your ideology, you got to watch out or anything. It's like, oh, sooner or later something bad's gonna happen. That's all emasculation. Like, saying sooner or later you're gonna realize. No, like, don't give them a warning. They already understand. But it is very dangerous. I mean, you be like, I just miss what you're talking about. That's nothing. You don't know what you're talking about. So, the Manosphere and Andrew Wilson, right? If you wanted to keep that that mind frame, that it's like they're materialistic. That's it, materialistic. Then you're gonna incur the ire of the children. They'll spurn you. They'll spurn you. Duh. Like, what do you expect, dummy? Like, you're arguing from a point of like, trying to equate material values with people taking care of each other and children, and then trying to shame them. Wouldn't that be dangerous? And if you don't think so, wouldn't it be dangerous anyway, regardless of what you think? Because sooner or later, you're gonna step on the wrong toes. Like hopefully that's not in practice, okay? Hopefully those opinions, those views are only for debates and for channel stuff. Like, hopefully you don't practice that in your real life at all, because you will die. And it's not me saying threats. Maybe some people think they could get away with it. Maybe some people can get away with it longer than others. Because you already understand a way a certain person is, then they're consistent. You already expect them to be that way. They can only mess up a little bit. Whereas somebody you just know they are a total retard, then any little improvement you encourage them, and then when they fuck up, they have more leeway. But sooner or later,